Hello, this is Dalen75 Games. Welcome back to another video of Project 1999 EverQuest. I am currently duoing with Sumguy. No, that's actually his name. I think I've seen Sumguy around before at some point. I'm not sure. The name just sounds familiar. Maybe I saw him talking in OOC before. Out of character. And he is a Shadow Knight. I think he's 45. And, geez, the loot's pretty good here. Everyone seems to be dropping about a plat and a half to 2 plat. He doesn't really mind if I loot. He says he'll loot here and there when he wants to. Been with him for about an hour, and he's pretty darn good tank. He's got the Earthquake weapon. It's like 70 delay and 37 damage. That's quite the delay. It's slow, but when that connects, I mean, that's higher than 50% efficiency, so it's not bad. I don't know if I personally would have the patience for how slow that goes. I'm used to quicker things, like with my Rogue, Teak and everything is, was it 2.4 speed and lower. And Sarkiss, his, I don't melee a lot with him, but his slime-coated harpoon is 25 delay, so it's 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, so I'm pretty sure that's the time, unless I've been getting it wrong these last 15 years. So yeah, we've been killing things around the Sky Fury. Is it Sky Fury or is it Skyfire? I don't know. Yeah, I've been working hard lately, and my head's a bit mushed and too much going on in life at the moment. So my head won't be in the game like it normally is. I got up early and I thought I'd try to level up to 36. I'm close to it, just over a gold bar. Gold bar, a blue, and like 1 or 2 notches. So pretty close, and I hope to get to 36. Get out of the second hell level for the day. Want the... Oh, cleric? Don't know. Or do you want to keep just... Oh, okay, so he's up for it. I didn't know if he just wanted to do it. Nasiv. She got up to 30, and I saw that like about 4 or 5 days later I was playing. And yeah, some people level fast. I don't personally have the time to do that. These stone there cockatrices hit like a son of a bitch. He was medding. I'm like, okay, there's a blue over there. I'll just solo it. But my god, I think I was down to about 65, 66% hit points when I started, and it hit me, and it just went down like 15% in one go. I'm like, Jesus. I mean, it hits for over 70, and if it'll like kick and stomp you, and just a lot of fun. I believe that if you're gonna solo around here, you should probably be around level 40 plus. It's a little tough. There's that, and you have to keep a watch out for those damn Dark Elf guards that occasionally come by. They don't come by up to the ramp here. I think that they path along the road. Problem is that some people will pull them this way, because at the end of here there's another zone, and people like to hang out at the ramp, and this is where you get a lot of ports for as a dark race, and I say that just because that's what it was a dark area back on the team servers. This was where, on the team servers, the darkies did all the auctioning. And I kind of feel bad not contributing. I'm not contributing DPS other than my pet. I'm slowing them. I don't want to slow a blue, though, but these stone there cockatrices hit hard. Some guy is level 45, so he's not taking the punishment I would if I was trying to go toe-to-toe with that creature. He needs a couple heals. I think he's out of range now, yeah. Yeah, it's a brutal area for under 40. Okay. Let's give him some heals. Let's give some guy some heals. Yeah, I tried to, I might just keep the one bar. I think you can actually get a second, a third and fourth, but for some reason the second one is screwed up. Like actions, the hotkey bar. I mean, see, that's not coming up either. So it should, yeah. All I have is the first one. So no, that does kind of screw me. So I haven't seen Needs More Buffs for a few weeks. I'm not sure what happens. You're a great guy. Kind of miss seeing you in the game. There was a period where I wasn't playing very much. Just too much going on. But the last week and a half, I've been keeping an eye out for everyone, and haste is down. My haste is down too, so I'll have to rehaste everyone. Yeah, so yeah, if you're playing an alt, give me a tell. Still Sarkiss or Tekin, that's basically what I play. Now this goes for anybody else who sees me. I've been getting that quite a bit. People sending me tells, saying that they like my videos, watch my videos. Give myself one and attack the bloody Rhino. Yeah, so I think I actually offended someone from the UK a few weeks back. If that's the case, you take things that are said too seriously, and I think you're a little overly sensitive. Being a Canadian, we kind of pride ourselves that we are not Americans, and we make the comparison all the time, and it's all in fun. At least that's the culture in Canada. For the English Canadians, we also pride ourselves on not being French Canadian, though that being said, one of my wife's friends is French Canadian and they're great people. I don't hate French Canadians, it's just something that we like to joke about. So there's no hatred. I myself basically am, what am I, 7/8 from the UK, Ireland, Scotland, and England, half English, and 1/8 Swede. So I mean, it's not like I hate the people from the UK. Just don't assume that it's an insult when I brought up that the different dialects in was it East London, and I mean that's it's all just the Canadian way to talk about things. You know, we're not French Canadian, we're not Americans. We are essentially all, especially in English Canada, we're descended, and I mean, even my wife, she's from Jamaica, and she's very, very British undertones about her background. I mean, it's just the culture here. I mean, this is British Columbia. Do you know what it was like 100 years ago? I mean, I shouldn't say 100 years ago, maybe about 80 years ago. People would drive on the left side of the road here. A great number of people would speak with English accent. There's tons of people from England came over right to this area. My ancestors included. My great-grandma and my great-grandfather, I haven't met either. Actually, I might have met my great-grandma when I was like 2 or 3. Of course, I don't remember that. And she must have died in the late 70s. Because I'm 38. I was born in December 10th, 75. So, yeah. So, I mean, it's a very, very English place. I actually looked up the history of this place, the province. The capital used to be New Westminster, apparently, and I lived there for about a year. And I'm not contributing, I'm talking. Sorry about that, some guy. Heal him up. They changed that to Victoria at a later point, but yeah, it's a beautiful province, and it's not because of the culture. You take out all the human beings, and it's still going to be a beautiful place. It's the mountains all around. Here, like I was saying in the Mass Effect 3 game, I was looking at the mountains and I was comparing it to what I see when I look out the window or drive around. Because, I mean, it's a big valley. You can't just see everything from one window. Yeah, there's about 3 million people in this valley, so it's a big place. And, yeah, the mountains line up perfectly. I know the guys who started BioWare are from Edmonton, so that's, what, 10-hour drive from here. Maybe about 12 to 14 hours, actually, I think. Ready for Saber-tooth? Ready for anything. Looks like our clarity left, unfortunately. That was helping, especially him. Shadow Knights are very dependent upon their mana, I guess, especially when they're soloing. I can't say the same for my ranger. I mean, it depends how much, how many little nukes you want to put out between your swings. But on the whole, I mean, usually, as my ranger, I only play up to 25, mind you. I save my mana for healing myself up after the battle, so for the most part. But yeah, this is don't take anything that's said here as serious. I mean, I want to go visit Europe. I'd like to go see where my ancestors came from one day. England. I love the architecture. Heck, if I had the choice, if I was to move anywhere else, it would be England, personally. Making fun of the accents and dialects. I mean, geez, as Eastern Canadians, I just heard one speaking about this RCMP scandal where they just bypassed the government who sets the policies on law and just started banning a bunch of guns on their own, which is insane. I've never heard of anybody doing that in all of human history, actually. I mean, I'm sure it's been done before, but it's always the top, the government, that comes in and starts banning things, not the bureaucrats underneath who do it on their own. But that's a bit of a thing that Canada's going through at the moment, and I don't understand why they would do that. But that's scary. What if they can do that? They can start doing whatever they want. But that's a separate issue. But I'm healing somebody I didn't mean to heal. But the point is, yeah, I would move to the UK. I love the culture. I love the accents. I make fun of it, yeah, but I also make fun of everyone's accent. So take that seriously. I actually really like French Canadian or just French accents when they speak English. I think women who do that are pretty damn sexy. So, and British women too. I mean, but there's with every accent, everybody speaks it differently. I've heard. I think it was the one of the Spice Girls. Holy crap, was her accent bad? I don't remember the names of them. It wasn't the blonde one. It wasn't sporty. It wasn't the posh one. I forget which one it was. But just what I would consider just the trashy voice. It wasn't really the accent, because I've heard British women speak such beautiful accents. It just makes me just wonder. I mean, the best accent I've ever heard in my entire life, the best voice, most beautiful melodic voice I've ever heard was in Dragon Age 2. If you played the female character as your main, the accent was just like, oh my god, I would just fall to pieces if a woman was talking like that around me with that voice. That was incredible. So yeah, English, French accents, yeah, my number one personally. So don't think that I'm hating on people over there. I mean, we're very tied to it. Personally, I'm tied to it, to the UK, and I want to go visit. I'd like to see Ireland. Get a look at Scotland. I'm an 8th Scottish. My granny her father was Scottish. This would be going back about 80 years ago or more. She was born in 26, so yeah, that was quite a while. I never met him. Apparently he left the mother, my great grandma, when my granny was very young. But back in the day, that's how. I mean, he took off back to Scotland. That's just things like that happened then and now. So was it the Clan Mackenzie? She always prided her name on. So very, very mixed. When it comes to the UK, I have ties to all three places, basically. No Welsh or anything like that, I mean, though. But whoa. I'm a little leery of people running by here. I was actually killed about an hour ago. I think it was a necromancer, and he pulled something on feigned death, and there was a yellow Sarnak knight on me. I was at like 30% when it started whacking on me. I'm like, oh crap. Hit it with root a few times to get away and heal myself up, then it came at me and root kept failing, and I guess it was kind of my fault. I should have said something to some guy, and he's kind of doing all the work here. Sorry, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Usually it's just easier to heal someone and buff, but to or just sit there and start dotting everything. But I'm not really doing any DPS. Yeah, below 30. You don't want to take what these things around here have to dish out. It's pretty brutal. A berserker. Oh, and I actually ran by that island in Timoris Deep and took a look at Great Uwump, who I will need when I'm level 39 for the second cannibalized spell. And he's actually blue to me now, so once I get cannibalized from him, he's killed me twice. It's even on video once. I will be taking my revenge. Apparently there's no faction loss, so no loss there. I will kill him at least as many times as he's gotten me. Haste down. No worries, no worries, no worries. Haste is down. Gotcha. No worries, Mon. No worries, Mon. I used to work with a guy when I was in construction. He was from Barbados. His accent was pretty clear. I mean, I could understand everything he had to say, and it's funny, he always used to joke around with me saying, I speak the Queen's English, the proper English. I don't know what the hell you guys are speaking. I thought that was pretty funny. I used to laugh at it for it. And there's a lot of little quest drops here. It's, well, regen. I regened him at the same time. So yeah, I have to make sure that I'm paying attention here. But yeah, trying to think and play the game and being a bit tired. I got a decent sleep, I'm just physically tired. And yeah, he used to tell me that, and what else did he say? It was funny, this is a few years before I met my current wife. He used to joke that he wanted to get me, what did he want to get me? A Jamaican hat or something like that. And I think he wanted to try to hook me up with one of his granddaughters. I know he's joking, but not hook me up, but he was joking that you should meet her. But it's funny, a few years later I actually met a Jamaican woman, and we ended up getting married and having children. And it's funny though, he's been in Canada for a long time, and he used to be he had stories that he used to travel the world, and in the the Merchant Marine, and he was in his 60s when I met him, late 60s actually, so he's still working in construction, I guess. He says when he goes home and doesn't, I mean, he's supposed to be retired, but he says if he does nothing at home, his wife kicks him out of the house, so he has to do something. What was his name? Erskine. Yeah, I like that guy a lot. He was a great guy. He actually helped me out when I first started a lot. And what was I going to say? Yeah, he had a lot of stories to tell about his travels around the world and stuff like that. Excuse me. Oh yeah, through my wife, her sister was with, she was seeing a guy that was from Barbados. He spoke very clear English too. He's been here for quite a while, and his dad came up from Barbados. Or was it his wife's? I think it was his stepdad. It wasn't his actual father. I couldn't understand a damn thing he was saying. His accent was so thick, I mean, and that's the funny thing, not even the Jamaican people can understand it. They're like, yeah, we don't understand him either. And the same thing, I met I met my wife 2 weeks later. She's like, I see a 34 enchanter looking for group. Enchanter incoming. Has to get his corpse. Sounds good. Let's get a group going. We have the nucleus, a tank and a healer. A buffing healer. So we're good. Yeah, 2 weeks after I met my wife, I was kind of thrust into her family. I didn't know anybody but her. And I was going to say, no, I do not want to give strength to that guy. I want to slow him and attack. didn't understand much of what her stepfather was saying either. It was very hard to understand. Her real father died when she was very young, so. But her stepfather, no, I just didn't. I mean, half of what he was saying, kind of just. I was trying to sit there and figure out, and it was more his voice. He's got a different type of voice, kind of like my granny had a bit of a funny voice as well. So add that with a thick accent, it's very difficult to understand. But that's funny. I find myself actually talking with a bit of a Jamaican lilt around my wife at times and around her family. I don't know why. It's just because we've been together for over 8 years. 8 years? 14? It will be 9 years this August, so it's been a while. It's currently first week of March, so. Frenek Stargazer. Some guy needs heals. So yeah, he is looking for his corpse. I cannot invite. Yeah, I'm not group. I'm not the group leader. And it's funny, even after all these years, there's still, it's usually a few times a week. I'm like, what are you saying? Because I don't understand what my own wife is saying. I'm pretty good though. If I sit there and really open my ears up and listen, I can. It may take me a few seconds to understand what some people are saying, but I get it. I actually understand as a patois. Patois is the it's actually called a patois, but patois is the slang for patois. But yeah, attack. Thought I ordered it. Guess not. I understand it pretty well. It's funny, some people who like friends and family of hers that don't really know me, they're like, wow, you understand patois? I'm like, yeah, it's easy. I was in Jamaica, and for our honeymoon, I understood pretty much everything everyone was saying. It's not hard to understand. Just have to have an ear for it. Somebody has a bit of a funny type of voice, like with their vocal cords. If I want curse clover of Visar, and they're speaking quickly, then I might have troubles. Even with their stepfather today, there's times where I have to ask him, what is he saying? This guy needs a slow. Oh, he's in Frontier Mountains. Sure. Did that stick? Looks like it did. It yawns, yeah. Better throw another regen on me. Same with some guy. And a heal as well. Oh, somebody gave me... Oh, he must have been him. Clarity. I have to get used to the fact that people are actually using clarity now. Uh-oh. If I throw this heal on it, it might come after me. Okay, maybe good not. It didn't. Let's just sit. Stupid chicken. These chickens are... Man, do they hit hard. Yeah, I remember this is kind of the last area I was soloing in as the original Sarkiss XR Shadow Knight. And my pet will not last that long. Even though it's blue and my pet's light blue, it's still... These things will rip them apart. Oh, I just gave it Raging Strength. Jesus. It didn't hold. That's a good thing. Yeah, okay. That's why I kept my hit points high instead of cannibalizing at the moment. Okay, that's rooted. Well, my pet did what I wanted it to do. It fended off that chicken for long enough. Yeah, I have to, more quickness. Is it gone already? Holy. And yeah, guys, I always use numbers. It's just maybe not 6, 7, 8 that often, but when you're making videos, it's a little bit different. said haste is down. And saying I've got it on myself. I see when it's down. Problem is narrating and playing isn't always easy. He knows I was making a video. I don't think Frenek knows, of course, unless he sent him a tell, but... Stone Lyric Cock. That's not our target. Run in circles. Please stop gathering up everybody out here. Okay, well, Chanter's on haste when he gets here. That's fine. Let's heal him. The crew. I don't think I've seen that guild before. I need to cannibalize. Well, we have clarity, so I guess I don't need to cannibalize that much. 50% probably good. So yeah, I've really come to like my pets. I was soloing in South Carolina for quite a few days. Off and on, obviously not all day. I don't have time for that. But soloing the Aviax. This is a bit of a funny thing happened, and I know some people would be irritated with what happened there, but one second, I need to slow this. Holy crap, it's down to 30% already? There's no point in... That's a little late. It's a bit of a waste of mana. Well, I was soloing Aviax, and so there's somebody calling out camp, like camp check. So I said Aviax City. I think I might have said Avocets and Harriers in Aviax City. And so he was like a 31 ranger, and I was still the same level 35. It was a couple days ago, and I think it was on the... Might have been on like Sunday. It was funny. I was laughing. I wasn't in tears or anything, but I was getting a chuckle out of it. The guy was... I don't know if he was drunk or purposely acting like an idiot, but he had the whole zone just trolling him bad, and not on the out of character or shouting or anything. It's just what happened was I went down. There was no more targets for me at the top, so I went down further and further. It looked like somebody was... No, actually, there's nobody else but me in the actual city. It's ramps itself. So I went down to kind of like the bottom, and there's an Avocet there, and I went and sent my pet against it, and then about a second later, he hit it with one of his deep direct damage spells, and then he runs up and starts meleeing. I'm like, well, I tagged it first, so I just started dotting it all up, and he's like, damn you, what the hell? And then, so he basically, I took it because I had much more DPS output than him with my pet and my dots, and I guess I could have even nuked it if I wanted to. I have a decent nuke now, like 200, and I don't know how much it does, 200 plus. And then he walked up to me and he said, I want to kill you for that or something, you stupid Ixar, you stupid lizard. So he kind of was throwing in a bit of goofy RP into it, so I didn't take him seriously right off the bat. And I don't think he was being serious, but it was fun to bug this guy. I didn't really do anything more down the bottom. I just went up and camped the top half, basically, for like the next 4 hours. And then what happened was he kept on, people would say camp check, and then he's like, he would call it Aviax City, or Aviax, and he said the Aviax City is taken or something like that, or Aviax are taken, and he's just being a total goof over it. And then I was like, okay, everyone come to Aviax City. And then there must have been about 10 people that were on, came over and were just tagging everything from him. And he's like screaming out, like in OOC, and shouting like, "Leave it alone, you fuckers!" and going on. And this place is camped. Damn you to hell! Like, it just went on for like at least an hour. And there was like level 60s that were there looking for Quillmane, and they were just tagging everything. And, he couldn't compete, and I actually was at the top. I was looking down at certain points, and I just saw all these guys. There might have been even a bard that came in there. I was just grabbing up all the Aviax, and like I said, no one was taking him seriously. And every time somebody, there's a lot of people who come into the zone. It was busy, We're like, camp check, and it must have happened like 20 times, and he kept on shouting out, AVX are camped, all the AVX are taken, leave it alone, don't fucking come here. He said, get the fuck out, over and over again. And, yeah, because of that, everybody, half the zone, literally, and they're like, yeah, I'm calling up everybody from my guild, we're gonna come over here, I'm gonna go to the Eastern Commonlands and call out that there's a GM event in South Korea at the AVX city. And, yeah, I had a good laugh at that. It was funny. He gave up after a while because he couldn't get anything, I think. And because I was at the top, I wasn't seeing everything. And he eventually went over to the knolls, and people would he started calling out names. So and so, that mob is mine. The outside of what was it called? Something Maw. It's camped. Get the hell out of here. And so people started bugging him about that. So I really think, I mean, he was either just trolling the trolls, I don't know, or just being a goof just to get attention, but or he was just dead-ass drunk, but it was actually kind of comical for a while. Gave me something to laugh at. If he was serious, if that was really him being serious, then I think that he has some kind of mental issues, but I don't think so. I think that he was probably getting a chuckle out of it himself, but I forget the guy's name too. I just remember he's a 31 Ranger at the time. Sorry, man. Frenek died again. In Frontier Mountains. Search for another enchanter. Damn. How did he die? I've run through there a few times. It hasn't been that deadly. I got quickness. Let's throw quickness on everyone. Pet as well. A little bit of added DPS. I think it adds like 30% attack speed. What is this? Oh, this is what I needed for the quest. For I'm not sure what it was. What part? Other than the boots. Rhino hoofs for Ixar boots. Yeah, this is where I always go for a port. I come out of Horselick Woods into here, and I look for a port. It saves me a lot of time. I think it's a lot more difficult to swim out and try to jump onto the barrel at the side of the Darky undead ship. It's got a name. I forget, the Bloated Belly or something. I don't know. And we just hanging out. He said, Frenek said, I was impatient and tried to loot it in the middle of the zone. But I don't mind coming back this way too much. For the life of me, I don't even know how I played on the team servers. If I had to restrict myself to only about a quarter of the server base for auctions, that's really really restrictive. I remember it was a bit of a black market at the time to get items from probably other players that had lighty characters to transfer to darkies, so they can. Oh, there's a bard down there, soaking up a bunch of guys. Transfer it to darkies, so they come over here and sell it. And you kind of had to sometimes go online to look at whatever trading forum. I don't know they had going. Just seems a little harsh. I can't imagine doing that again. We good, 86%. I'm gonna hit him up. I have a lot of mana now. What did he pull? It's oh, a yellow one. Let's slow it. I could dump a dot on it. Jeez. Oh, great. He's a good tank. He knows what he's doing, this guy. Trying to... hits hard. I have to also watch his health. Get yawned. Okay. Got one on it. Let's throw heals. This thing would destroy my damn pet. There's like... Once in a while he pulls a red tiger and that thing would be brutal. I remember soloing that with Sarkiss in his mid to late 40s, so... He was also... Some guy was also telling me that as a human Shadow Knight, he's able to go throughout the Overthere, including the Overthere base. And he's also able to go to... Why is it facing me? It's probably trying to run. He's also able to go to the Furiona Vi base as well. And he says he's allowed... He's even able to get into Neriak, and I had no idea that they had so much freedom to do all that. I still... Despite all that, I still want an Ixar Shadow Knight. I actually think that the Ixar Shadow Knight would probably be the perfect race class combo for my own personal choice, like how I like to play. And I'm going to be starting one up soon. Still want to level up Sarkiss. I've gotten half a gold so far. Over 1 gold for me. Yeah, so just shy of a full 1 left. Yeah, I have that penalty. He would also be getting more experience because he's higher level than me. He'd be soaking it up. He's 10 levels higher than me. Wow. I didn't realize I was collecting so much coinage. Yeah, despite not being able to go anywhere besides Cabalus, unless I want to spend a lot of time. Yeah, now that I think of it, maybe, like... I was able to get my... I might do that, actually, now that I think of it. That's kind of intriguing. I won't be able to train, though. That's a problem. And I couldn't on my... so what I'm talking about is going to Greater Fae and leveling up. I had an ogre shaman that I took up to like level 32, 33 back in Classic, like year 2000. And I was out there doing that in Greater Fae, and I was able to even go to the bank at some point, but I don't know how I dealt with training. No mobs because of the frickin' bard that's out there now. Yes, for a young guy, that might not be that great of a thing to do for a young Shadow Knight. I'm not sure. I seriously doubt Ixar. Is there 2 coming? That's fine. Focus on the 1. I might be able to root 1. Please don't hit my pet, okay. I don't see how strength has helped me. Let's put on Scourge. I have a lot of mana and health. So, let's hit up this guy, throw this dot on him. If he attacks me, of course, I root him back up. Yeah, got him. Thorny Succulent is nearly finished. Now let's throw a heal on some guy. Yeah, I'd like to do that, maybe go to Greater Fae, but I don't know. I know a lot of people like doing that. I've seen a fair amount of Ixars out there, but the training would just be crazy bad. I mean, anybody can transfer money over and load up on all the spells they need, but I can't really... Where do I sell? What the heck did I sell to back in the day with my Shaman? I don't remember. Okay, all his buffs are fading again. Let's load the guy up. I'd like to do that, it just won't really work too well in the long run. I'm not even sure if there's anybody you can sell to over there. You probably the closest thing you can go to is the shady swashbuckler in these common lands. Let's hit him up with everything. He's gonna need another haste spell as well. Of course, as a human Shadow Knight, I probably can get away with it. Sounds like they can go just about anywhere. He took off? Why did he take off? Just warrior gonna die to this watch. What the f... I don't understand what he's saying. Oh, just one warrior is gonna die. Can't really have him die. We'll see what's going on with the guy in a second. %68% for the... And... let's give him a regen. Did not take hold, so somebody buffed him already. But I did give him regen, so that will help him recover at least after the fight. Attack a thorny succulent. Yeah, so I gave him everything. Yeah, I know, I'm on haste. Scourge right here. I love that Scourge spell. Tiger's Insects right here, and Spirit of the Wolf right here. Let's give him another sow as well. Oops. Give him quickness. Give him sow. And give him a healed. I actually had Sarkiss running around the other... was it yesterday or the day before? It wasn't yesterday. The day before that. Selling off, like, I had a whole bunch of stuff. I guess it was some of the videos from the last Shaman Skull Quest. I had a whole bunch of items. From being in Kesora. And I sold them. Not too much market for these good under 20 weapons in Eastern Commonlands. I knew that, so I had like six of them and a purity belt, and I had like a +5 mana, +5 hit points bracelet. So I took all 8 of those out to Greater Fae, and I was out there for quite a few hours, and you should have seen like almost 6 out of 8 items went within about an hour. Still have two weapons left, but yeah, I was surprised that... actually, I wasn't surprised. I expected people to buy them. I was just kind of... It was kind of fun doing that, and I was buffing up people in the real newbie area, like the Druid ruins around the newbie lift. Saber-tooth tiger. Well, I slowed it, and I could throw a dot on it. Just don't want it to get on me. If he's hitting it with his spells, he'll have it really... I need to also put it... Oops, not Tiger's Insects. Quickness on myself and my pet. About a minute behind his, but anyways. You know what I really like for buffs? I think Dark Age of Camelot had it right. And I don't know why they didn't carry that on to Warhammer Online. That each buffer gets a certain... Like each buff that you can give out is worth a certain amount of points, and you can only give out so many points worth of buffs. So if you can give out 40 points of buffs, I gotta watch out for this tiger. It's red. It would murder me. Yeah, and it's permanent until the person dies or you die. Like it stays on them, so you don't have to keep refreshing buffs every 10 minutes or half an hour. Or an hour for whatever buffs. Like if you want to stay there camp, you don't have to keep buffing it. It's just done. You just have to figure out the most efficient way of giving it to everybody in your group, because you only have so many you can give out to them and yourself. And so I don't need to do anything. I should be medding. Yeah, I think that's actually a better way of having buffs. But then, on the other hand, you do kind of get into a bit of a pickle when some people will come and ask you for buffs, and they will do it in dungeons. And I actually think that's a little ignorant. And I had somebody say, "Can you give me a few buffs?" Right? And I was low level Hibernian character in Dark Age of Camelot, and not sure what I was. I might have been a druid. I don't know. And I said no, sorry, because you know it takes up your points. And he wanted me to give him a bunch of buffs, and I said no. And so he shouted out, "You're the reason that Hibernia does so bad in PvP. People like you." I mean, okay, well, I just started this server, and I was hoping to get into a group, and I'd been playing for about a year at that point. I knew what it was like. You can't just give out all your buffs. So, I mean, I can understand if I'm not going to be doing anything, but I was. I wonder what level that guy is. Maybe we can use him. It's probably, he says they have to be 31 to get experience with some guy in the group. Yeah, I really, really like my wolf pet. That's, me and my wolf pet go everywhere. And I want to bring out my damn wolf pet even when you don't need him. He's not the greatest pet, but he certainly helps when it comes to DPS, and the only problem is that they can tend to aggro things. You don't. I mean, they deal good with like greens and light blues, and even lower level dark blues. But when it comes to aggroing everything, they will start doing that. So you start pulling, because they're so much a lower level than you. So you'll have greenies attacking them all the time. I tried to get into. I guess I should be slowing this. No, it's almost 20%. It's kind of late. Total waste. Let's just sit and med. Tried to get into camp the Undead Jester this morning, but as I was in the basement, right at the door before the basement, I was some of my pet, and I was buffing him up and myself. Some little gnome ran right past me, and I'm like, oh fuck. I was here for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes already, and because the first pet was green, and I didn't want that, so I looked up, and he's like a 41 magician or a necromancer. I'm like, no, there's no way. He's already probably halfway there to it after he opened the door. So I lost that camp apparently. Just sewed my pet. I'm a real winner today. So I lost that, but I asked him what he's doing. He said, of course, going for the Undead Jester. I said, damn, of course you are. Something like that. So next time I go there, because I haven't actually had it drop for me, I'm just going to run through there and some of my pet once I get down there. Problem is that there's a whole bunch of skeletons in the way. From my experience, my pet's not even on it. And without a pet, it's not very easy to stand there just melee down the damn skeletons on you. I don't do much DPS with this spear. So this dropped, and some guy said I could have it. Goblin Skull Crusher. I remember some people, low-level XRs, were using a weapon like this. Affects stun, so I wonder if that procs. Druid, Bard, Shaman. You know what? Ranger, Cleric, Paladin. This weapon would have been scooped up like immediately in Greater Fey. I'm not sure how much it was worth. I was also giving... what's up? I was also giving out discounts and deals to people. I mean, I had a guildie port me over there. I was going to give him 20 plat, and he said, oh, you're a guildie, I'll do it for free. Oh yeah, I forgot he has a pet. Might as well. Get out all the DPS we can. It used to be me. You think that shamans have bad pets, just wait till you try Shadow Knight. It's still at a DPS, so might as well. I think if you get to like the late 50s, you get like the level 20 Necromancer pet, where it changes. Does it change color, or I'm not sure. I found it pretty comical that as you get higher with your necromancer, your pet gets larger and larger, right? But then you get to, was it level 20, and that your pet gets more powerful, but then its size goes all the way down to the beginning again, so it's like way smaller. I thought that was pretty funny. Made it back, all of my fingers and toes intact. Good job. So we actually have a enchanter again. Sarnak Warbraid, what's that? It's no trade. Obviously it's for a quest. What's this? I hear something over to my right. This guy. I'm just gonna, you know what, I feel bad for him. I do. I feel bad for him because I was that Shadow Knight out here. He's a warrior, of course, but I was out here doing that as a Shadow Knight, and it took me forever. Want a regen? Just ask. Yeah, I do feel bad for him. The amount of downtime is just crazy, especially as a ogre warrior. I mean, that's most hit points you can. Well, I mean, not if you're maxed out with stamina, but in general, you're gonna have more hit points. Especially at lower levels. Ixar don't get tons of hit points. And, like, yeah, I'll be lucky to have maybe 1,300 at the rate I'm going by the time I'm 60. I only have 718. And my mana's insane, though. I actually upgraded my belt. I have a reed belt, plus 5 wisdom, 10 hit points. I also got a lizard scale mantle, plus 3 wisdom, AC 5, and 3 intelligence. The intelligence doesn't mean much. And, yeah, my wisdom is 171. My mana is now 1302. Level 35. And I think that's pretty darn good. I seem to be able to have a lot of mana for what I like to do, and that's fine. I may want to focus on stamina or hit point things as I get higher because of cannibalization and just survivability, but I don't know. I know Needs More Buffs was more orientated towards stamina, so he can cannibalize, and he may have a point there. I just, I don't know. I've always was under the assumption if you're a wizard, you should have max out in your intelligence and screw everything else in this game. Can you cover haste and clarity, Frenek? Absolutely. Okay, what the hell am I gonna do then? I can, yeah, anything that's not blue, I'm going to. Henrietta Superstar. That's funny. Okay. Where'd they go? Some guy. Maybe he's low on hit points. Why is some guy helping? Yeah. ASAP res people in HS. Oh, levitate me, please. What the heck? Let's slow this. Okay, Henrietta got his thing. Slow worked. Let's throw a dot on it. I mean, I'm sitting here. I'm gonna have clarity. Damn it. Got on me. Let's throw so on Frenetic. Frenek! I want to call him Frenetic. Really? He has to get snow off his grandma's roof real quick. It would take him like half an hour. Okay, well the video is... I don't know what I can do with the video then. Like 5 feet of snow on roof, laugh aloud. Yeah, well, it has to be done, of course. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I should go try camping the Jester. Who all Kerns? Well, there's a 34 warrior and there's no other reason for it. So, there's no point in trying that. Satchel, why do I know that name? Oh, Satchel was, if anybody remembers some of my older videos, just from a month or two back. Yeah, Satchel was part of Supremacy. Unfortunately, it looks like Supremacy is bleeding a lot of people. I don't know. I was just talking to Super Ranger. He left as well. I'm healing myself for some reason. I want to... Oh, no. I think I healed the right guy. Well, I can wait here. Up in the temple. Might be able to duo with a charmed pet in the meantime. You guys can pick up this warrior, still get back, or just charm pet duo. Charm is better. I can wait. That's his pet. I suppose he's gonna want to buff it up. If he's, so I don't need to do quickness anymore. I can get Malo. Can I get Malo on him, please? Oh, okay. That's actually, I've never thought of that. That's interesting. Interesting idea. Alazement. And let's give him his Raging Strength, and let's give it health. And he can buff its speed up. May be resisted. No. Done. Let's give him some strength. Let's give him health. Yeah, my pet's not worth relying on for melee. You're gonna suicide yourself doing that. I suppose I could always get rid of him and try to grab something that's blue, maybe like a blue Rhino, but then I hate being on pet duty like that. That's one thing that I don't like about Charm. I just wish it was Charm till you either zone or whatever, or you die. Yeah, it's just because it's such a hassle, you have to always watch that, especially if it happens in the middle of a fight, then you have two mobs on you. Mana intensive on me, eh? Jeez. Let's put in Scourge. Go for it. Probably should throw a regen on the Succubus as well. It's an even cockatrice. So his pet's health is the green bar. So if I double click on him, click F2, he comes up, click it again. It's already half health. Well, I would say it's gonna be mana intensive. Like, holy crap. Suppose I should. I don't have slow up right now. Can you please? The heals will take a lot from me. I just dumped. I don't know if I should be paying attention to the group window because it just wasn't really like it drops. Seems like it's much more than it actually is. Holy crap. I don't know if this is going to work. Well, we'll get XP, and it might be about the same level, because this guy, Frenek, I think he's below me in level. Yeah, I'm out. Out of mana. Out of mana. I don't feel too comfortable going down too low on health here, but there's a lot of targets now. There's no bards around. There's should be something done about that. You know, bards come up and take everything. I don't think that's right. It's gonna sit here. No, we need at least 50% mana for me to get this. Nihor. Oh, he's red to me. What level is he? Nihor. He's a 41. He seems to be doing okay, so I don't know what the problem was. Some guy thought that he was going to not make it, but maybe he was attacking. So all I see is red, so he's fighting blues. It should be okay. He may have pulled something that was I wasn't really paying attention. I'd have to look at the video again. A thorny succulent. We have a cactus fighting for us. I don't know if I can charm one of those. I've already gotten to like an argument, not really an argument, but a discussion about what constitutes an animal in the guild. And, well, just about anything is an animal, including insects in the animal kingdom. So, wow, that guy looked geared. I think he had his epics on him. And I was saying I should be able to charm insects out in the Field of Bone. And I had people saying, those aren't insects, those aren't animals, those are insects. That's a different classification. I know, but it says charm animal. Charm animal it also includes insects. I got into an argument like 15 years back with one of my girlfriend's friends. I didn't think insects were animals, but apparently they were, and I went and looked it up. They are part of the animal kingdom. Unless that's changed since then, but doubt it. Yeah, he's pulling over and over again. I don't know what he has. Does he have the funky tunic on? He might. Knights who say no. Yeah, definitely Shadow Knight is the class that I like. In EverQuest next, I'm going to try to have a Shadow Knight. Not sure. I mean, a melee, a warrior that could siphon health and like debuff your enemies, and it's just a bonus that it has a pet in this game. That's kind of, I know the pet's weak, but it all comes together. It's a class that I really like. And I think of all the classes I play, that's the one I would like the most. I know I really got into the role-playing aspect of in my Dark Elf Wizard, but that wasn't really the class. It was more the just the people I was with at the time. And wizards, they're neat. I mean, they get to be very powerful. I saw the stats on the most efficient mana spell for damage, DD, and of course wizards take it at in their 50s and level 60. They're very powerful, and yeah, I don't know. I don't have all the time in the world. I'd love to level up a ranger, a shaman. I plan to stick with Sarkiss, and but I want to get a Shadow Knight. Shadow Knight really is where I feel like that's my class. Sure. Get ready for mass healing. Yeah, it's gonna be slow. Not that much more to go. I mean, just 4 blues, just over 4 blues. Ooh, excuse me. So if anything I was going to do, I'd really, really want the Shadow Knight. I was waiting for Velius to get rid of to knock off that 40% class penalty, XP penalty. Another cockatrice. I really love these guys. But unfortunately, it's not just 40%. With the race class penalty, it works out to be 68%, and that's crazy. So he's slowing. I'm gonna hit it up with Scourge, and I guess I need to. I should be paying attention. Damn it. Thorny Succulents at 80%. Winter's, I don't know what else to do. If he's debuffing, if he's slowing and hasting, I don't know. He's dead. I think no, it resisted my Lasements is worn off, but it resisted my dot. If I dotted it. Where's the damn pet? Come here. Let's put Malazement on it because it wore off. Yeah, I can't wait to put the right class together that I want. If I seriously doubt it's gonna take forever after it's protected. What the hell? Now it says it's protected from Malazement. Charmed it too fast. Oh, okay. I thought it... This ain't good. We could try. I don't think we're it's gonna... It's a red saber-tooth tiger on us. Okay. Go to healing, please work. Oh, great. Root. Got it to root. Yeah. I think it's attacking my pet, actually. What the hell is this? I mean, I have a lot of hit points and a fair bit of mana. Trying to cannibalize some of this down. More mana. Yeah, it seems to be going after my pet. I'll throw heals on it. It's the only thing keeping this damn tiger off of us. Oh, it's almost dead. Amazing. Okay, what I want to do, I want to put a regen on Frenek. Sure, sit right on him. Let me put another regen on myself. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff the hell out of everyone. Doom. I'll keep this on. It won't stick, the dot, it won't stick against reds. It'd be a waste to try that on reds. But, nimble... I think I hit the thorny succulent with strength and health. But I will buff my own pet up. Give him some strength. I can still get a dark blue. It's not that easy to get, but man, when you get that and you're trying to solo light blues and like level 30s and belows, like the Aviacs, whoa, that pet just destroys them. I think even one-on-one, if it's buffed up, it can take out an Aviac. Of course, I wouldn't allow it to do that, but it was doing really well against them. Only time I'd lose a blue pet, dark blue pet, was when I'd have like 2 Avocets. Yeah, I meant Avocets. Sorry, it can solo an Avocet. Yeah. So let's... well, I'm not sure what to keep on. Malazement. Got Dot. I think I should just keep these 2. He's got slow and haste spells, so let's get the Rhino. My pet should perform better now. Blue Rhino. Oh yeah, no problem. Let's throw a regen on. Like somebody left a comment that your conjured pets, those heal up quite fast on their own, and they do. I mean, I just love my pet. Maybe I should try like a magician, which is like the ultimate pet class. But like I said, if I wasn't doing anything, I didn't have family and work, and I would just be playing everything. I'd probably have 2 60s by now. I wouldn't have to worry. I've really been looting anything for a while. Where does he go? He's over there. Yeah, so I think like Tekin will kind of be like my 3rd character, the rogue. I'm crying out loud. Resisted, but yeah, he put a root on it. Damn it. I'm gonna have to heal him, he's below 50. Where are you? You know, the funny thing is that I heard that the worst thing about a rhino is not its horns. Although that's obviously what everyone thinks it is. It's actually their bite. Is apparently the worst thing about them. Same thing like when you ask what's the scariest thing out. Like in Africa. Like especially along the rivers and stuff like that. You'll think crocodile, right? But apparently it's not. It's the male hippopotamus when they're, as I read this in Reader's Digest years ago, when it's breeding season or whatever, and they're just so aggressive they attack everything, and they've killed more people than crocodiles apparently. Very, very dangerous. See the line of, now the bard is back. See the line of mobs it's pulling. There's the bard right there. Damn you, bard. Oh, it's a blue. Lorden. Yeah. Guards will attack him. Bard is back, taking all the mobs. Yeah, I really think there should be a rule against that. Something. I know they tried to nerf them somewhat in a patch. Was it last patch or January's patch? And I think that they did nerf them somewhat. But I think the ultimate way to nerf a damn bard, I mean, they can't do it obviously with Project 99. But I assume that they can't because it'd take too much coding. That just program the mobs to stop following after 30 seconds. I mean, that's what all other MMOs do. It's not really an issue. I think everybody would like that, besides the bards, to tell you the truth. Because, like, if you're just running away from the point of where it was, right? But even in WoW, it had that, World of Warcraft had that same rule. I mean, it will only follow you to a certain extent. But if you keep on turning around and attacking it, you can pull it. See, now, doing something like that would actually really probably hurt a bard, because even if you can keep on pulling it, like in World of Warcraft, and it'll still follow you. I don't know. Why not? Because the bard's damage song keeps on going off, so it might not even work that way? I don't know. Well, anyways, there's got to be something that you can do, because it's just, it's not, I don't know if it's overpowered, I wouldn't say that, I just would say it's just irritating to everybody else around there. Pet's gonna break charm in a moment here. Okay, so then let's get that malaisement. I think that's the highest level one that I have right now. Throw it on there when it breaks. Not sure why it hasn't healed up. Really don't heal very fast, do they? I had a regen on it. Yeah, having to manage a pet so much and its health hardly going up. That's just, this is just not something I want to play around with all the time. Just give me a summon pet any day. Summon pets are loyal. Well, it hasn't broken charm yet. Is he recharming? If he is, then I won't be able to put malaisement on it. There. Got it. Well, let's give it strength, just in case. I don't know. I don't think it's been long enough yet, but probably should give it all the buffs that I give. Yeah, so EverQuest next. Yeah, I'm still touting that as the MMO to watch for next year. And as the game comes out more and more, you'll see what I mean. The cartoony graphics, like I said, aren't my thing, but the mechanics of the game. And I'm not going to play XR and Dark Elf, of course. The Dark Elf pictures look pretty... The Elven pictures in general look pretty awesome. The human ones, I've never played a human anyway. Still, they shouldn't be so cartoony. And I need to put out a video on that. Really hammer out the reasons why I think it's the video, or the game to come. A lot of people are waiting for things... for MMOs, people were like, well, prove to me it's going to be a good game. I don't blame them. Let's attack. Well, I can dot it up. I've got a fair amount of mana. Trying to dot evens and yellows, and especially reds, it's kind of iffy because it takes so much from you. And I think it's in that case it's a better idea to at least be able to get a known quantity, like heal your own guys so they can keep on going, than to kind of gamble on your dots sticking. Now this is no problem. We don't have to heal our pets. Yeah, I knew my thoughts on that game. See, I'm so busy right now. I've kind of don't really have much time. It takes a bit of writing to do something like that. I sound too wooden when I'm doing my thoughts, and I'm trying to work on that. I think the last one I did is the first half sounded too wooden, and so. With the latter half of the Walking Dead, my thoughts, I think I got it down a lot better. But I don't know why I do that. It's just how I'm reading the thing. I mean, I've got up and I've done a eulogy before in front of 200 people, and I don't think I sounded that wooden. Size matters. I know that guy. Cat pelts, I don't want any of that. It's got little eyes on it. Little yellow eyes right there. Another spiked succulent. Yeah, I'm surprised money is starting to flow a lot easier into Sarkiss's pockets. I mean, I have over 600 plat, and I spent 1,000 plat just the other day on the reed build. And I think AVX, actually, I was making a fair bit of money. I know people are saying go for the gold, but from the Treants. But personally, this must be the target. I think the AVX are better. I mean, I was selling things at... Oh, here's some guy's back. Let's bring him in. I was selling things for a lot of platinum, like with that AVX vendor. And just off the Avo sets, they were dropping a heck of a lot. I don't know. Let me know for buffs, please. Okay, so he's back. I don't think I need to put out a dot. We have enough DPS. Well, tell you the truth, no. Just depends how fast he's able to pull. So I'll keep the dot up. Clarity fading, I said that. I don't know what else to do besides the heals and root and cannibalize. And so, of course. Because, you know what, I could use this. I can use slow now. Frenek. I'm not sure. I didn't even know that enchanters had slow, to tell you the truth. Apparently they do, because he said he was going to use it. And so this video is, I don't even know how long it's been on for, an hour. I think 20 after I was looking at. And now it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. I can go for another 10-15 minutes. No mobs. Bard was back. Well, one of them. I see a tiger down there. Frenek, why aren't you healing? Yeah, I want to put together a Shadow Knight for this game, and when EverQuest next comes out, I'll put a Shadow Knight out, and I'll give him ability to heal himself, so I'll have to play a healer for a little bit to get that. And, yeah, I think it's going to be all gear-based, so if you want to, I mean, jeez, but there's no stats on the gear. I don't know, guys, it's going to be a different game. I'm hoping for the best. At least they're trying to do something innovative, unlike 95% of all the other MMOs. Like, innovative, like you can tell, yeah, that they're doing something different. Not just it's WoW with this or WoW with that. Like, the Old Republic was WoW with stories. Resew myself. Yeah, but I miss getting up there and swinging a sword. I don't know. Just doing it for a while as a ranger. Apparently, it's weird because I brought it up that I was using a two-hander in my guild, and I was seeing things like online that people are saying you should be using a two-hander for your ranger. Somebody corrected me and said, well, rangers, they get, in higher levels, you should be dual wielding because they get really good bonuses with that or something like that, and I'm not sure if that's correct information, but I like the ranger. You know what? Ranger might also be my class if I was able to use the bow to do a lot of damage. Being able to use a bow and then dual wield, yeah, that's awesome. That's what I wanted. But apparently not so much in this game. Might consider that in EverQuest next. Hopefully I'll have more time next year to do things that I want, but you never know. I mean, I don't even know what I'm talking about, actually. we might have a new addition to the family later this year, so so I have to take that into consideration. Won't get in the way of what I'm doing with my games, but thinking I'll have more time. Probably not. Slow this guy down. I'm gonna dot him too. I mean, I'm not doing anything. Oh, I love the resists. Let's throw on Scourge then. You're gonna resist that? Well, take my dot. Oh my god. Some guy, you do a hell of a lot of damage. Like, ridiculous amount of damage. Maybe it's the sword, maybe this when the sword procs, but jeez, I see things that's already at 50% by the time I'm casting my first spell. I'm like, what the? I just don't see that. I know he's 10 levels above me, but I just don't see that with any of the other groups I've been in, just like at any time. Cannibalize. Yeah, I don't mind talking to anybody. If you want to give me a tell in game, I'll chat with you. I'm not really down with doing things for people, like people requests. Not in this game. If you want me to, like, if you're gonna give me tips on how to play more efficiently, sure, I'll listen to that. Because I'm all about trying to be more efficient. Fly sticks, you've been very helpful with that. And was it Neogenesis about changing the color of when your spell wears off your dot? That's also a very good idea. But wanted me to go do things here or there. I mean, yeah, it's just not really my thing, guys. Kind of got to give me the freedom I want to play. I know Super Bits and Bob was having some class choice issues in the last month or so, but yeah, he doesn't want to be told what to do either. I don't think anybody wants to be told how you should be doing this or doing that. You should be going here, or you should be leveling up to 60. I want to see, like, you can't tell. I think Super Bits and Bob works a lot, and he just does it. That's his what he does to relax. So you try kind of giving him a second job, and if people keep on stressing him out. So I know somebody on one of his videos a few weeks back was saying, "Oh, you should be going up higher. Don't make me come on. Don't make me have to install the game and play up from a just to see higher levels." Like, come on. I would tell the guy to take a hike personally. And if you watch my videos, I mean, that's just how I feel. If you want to get in here and this is almost like a third job. I have my son. My family, basically, all of that. I have my job, and then I have this, and it's just no. I actually feel like my channel is like a bit of a job, and I treat it that way. I'm trying to make a bit of income off of it, though I haven't gotten anything yet. One day. The rate I'm going, give it a year or two. Not sure what I just lost. I lost something. Whoa, what's going on with that succulent? A thorny succulent. Where do they get these names from? Okay, attack. And let's slow this guy. Yeah, I'm not sure if I had the video going when he said the proc of his weapon is like 200 plus damage, so if that goes off, I'm sure that's why he, like, the mob is already at so low by the time I just cast my first spells on it. That dot failed. I'm not going to keep trying. Yeah, it needs more buffs. You're probably one of the coolest guys I've hung around with in the game. I'm kind of missing you. It tends to happen to a lot of people, but it's usually lower levels they kind of give up. I know he needs more buffs. He had a lot of time to play, and he knew how to play the class very well. the Shaman class. He's just an all-around good guy. I kind of miss seeing him about... I think he was trying to go on alts now that he basically got what he wanted out of the class. So that's Ravishing Ronald in YouTube. So see, didn't even get a chance to do anything between the two pets and him. It was basically dead. Another whip. It's showing up as a full-on whip, but it's just like some animal's tail. Cockatoo speaks. You can use this for fletching. There's nothing on tigers that I want. Where is he? He's over here. Well, nothing to do. It's a blue. Some guy could use a heal. So how close am I? Almost halfway through another bar. Give it 10-15 minutes. And I'm sure I'll get level 36. Get out of the second hell level today. So thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to subscribe. And like I always do, put out one of these videos every week. So stay tuned for the next one next week. Take care.